everybody, and welcome back. Oh, that's enough. The court sees no reason for the prolong the trial. We're getting right into it. The case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee. No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. I saw... I saw someone else there. A man. He's the real killer. Sprinkling a little salt in the tea, as you do. Why won't anyone believe me? Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you? Mr. Wright? This court finds the defendant guilty. This court is adjourned. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. It's a good thing I started the recording before loading that save, because I knew something might happen. Actually, I thought it was just going to go to the screen where it shows the... No, because it's the beginning of a chapter. It always has like a little animation that plays. Jesus. So I guess I lost a case against Pain of all people. That's great. The start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world. I bet it does, Maya. So I decided that our resolution should be... Sussy, take on the world. What do you think? Sure, whatever, Maya. But I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. Never. You've got to eat a whole lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game. Hey, pal! Hey, Gumshoe. Happy New Year, Detective. Likewise. Now listen up, Wright. I wanna... Here's another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation. Yeah, me too. Alright, pal. You've got some explaining to... Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective? Oh, what? Well, Here, have this. It's really nothing much, but... Yay, thanks. Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat. Hey, what about Pearly? You haven't gotten her present, have you? No, yes, are you doing this on purpose? Guess I'm busted. How'd you like my first practical joke of the year? Very funny, pal. Well, let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. What is it? A magazine? Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced. Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about you. Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case. Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. What was that issue from, anyway? December of last year, which I guess makes it last month. Which makes it old news, you mean? But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December. So what do you think this is all about, Nick? If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility. No way. You don't mean... A phony Nick? Sweet Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one, too. Says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. So, what are you gonna do about it, pal? What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it? Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. My fault? How do you figure that? Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of. Yeah, see what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. Are we having another amnesia trial? You better make this right, pal, now. And that means taking the case back to court, got it? Sounds like we got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year. So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm going to head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal? I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. If a client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation, I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of guy would do that? Oh, I think I know who. Could it be... Okay, obviously don't, like, say in the comments if I'm right. It's just my guess, but my initial guess would be Godot. See, Mia's still part of the case. Or the court record. Hey, what do you think about this? Oh, not that. I can't believe you've got an impersonator. I can't either. Aw, but look on the bright side. Only famous stars have people impersonating them. This isn't funny, Maya. It's not just an impersonation. This guy stole my identity. And someone may have been wrongly convicted as a result. Oh, I can press that button to open the court record. I did not know that. Guess you should have gone into showbiz, huh, Nick? I'll never understand how your mind works, Maya. So, what to do? So, what's our first move? I guess we go down to the detention center and talk. Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't going to be jumping at the chance to meet you, right? Hey, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me, it was a fake me that did this. What if he looks exactly like you? Your phony... Oh, Phoenix backwards? Zin Eop? I hope not. What kind of name for an evil double is Zin Eop anyway? Ah, Nick, I've got it! If you're gonna ask whether I've got a twin brother, the answer is no. Spoil sport. Alright, any ideas? Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual, or was it just me? What do you mean? I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who's just found out he's gonna be a dad or something. Yeah, I guess he was acting kinda strange. Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick. Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya. Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you, then maybe it's because of our new guilty client? Perhaps. Let's take a look around. Charlie. Decorative plant. Sort of a keepsake. Something to remember Mia by. Sure, the office is a mess, but I'd never forget to water this little fella. Of course, can't let Charlie die. They bought a whole chunk of the next town over and started building a huge theme park? That's probably going to come into play in the future, isn't it? In like a future Ace Attorney game, probably during the Apollo Justice games. Unless that really is just a throwaway line. That the first made Mia cry. Mia watched it. Maya watched it recently. She cried all night too, which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. You keep saying that, but you never do. I'm not gonna use it much, so it's so super neat and tidy from when Pearls claimed it. Difficult-looking legal books. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them so long they're covered in a layer of dust. Yeah, I got a lot of things covered in dust too around here. Criminal's Affair Department. It's been ages since we came down to the precinct, huh, Nick? Looks like Gumshoe isn't around. He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work. No, he's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange a retrial of this case. Guess that means we should go to the detention center and chat with our killer, huh? After being convicted without fair trial, I'm not sure killer's the right label. So it's gotta be someone who wanted this guy in jail. I mean, obviously. But... he's mumbling something to himself. Don't die running a red light. Die the old-fashioned way of old age. We have a winner. Inject a bit of humor. That's the key. Yeah, I guess. Poster of female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Nope, can't look at the clock. Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? So cute. That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force. So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not an it, Nick. She's a she. Right, Chief? Yep, meet the pink badger. So one's called Blue and the other's called Pink, but they're both called Badger? You got it. They're married. Mr. and Miss Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for you. Whoa, that's gotten deeper than the deepest of deep oceans. Desk. It's supposed to be the chief of the detectives here. Exclude his computer screen. What? Mask the massacre up at the bank? What's he doing? Hands up, you scalawags. You're under arrest. Hey, that's our job. Looks like Ron Delight's opted for a new career. Quit surfing the net, Chief. Sorry, I was just, Alright, let's go to the detention center then. Meet our killer. This is so nerve-wracking waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Wait, is this... How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? You put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you... Yes, I am. I'm totally and utterly let down. Are you... Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie, remember? Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird. Oh. Yeah, I remember her. She was, the first game. Maggie Bird. She's a policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop, too. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quick... Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making excuses? Or jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Oh, I see. So that's where we stand right now. I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time. But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. That's the spirit. What's up, dog? Scarb monitors the visitor's room, but they don't get too many waitresses in here. Looks like they're a bit restless. Oh, is that a waitress outfit? I thought you were a maid. Hey, what do you think about this? Oh. That badge, is it real? Of course it's real. That's what they all say. But I've been duped before. Give it to me for a sec. Chomp? She bit into it. And it left a few teeth marks too. I can see that. I just wish I could remember if that means it's real or a fake. I said it was real. You got nothing to say about this, I think. Can't use my connections? You're incarcerated now. What happened? You have at the menu at Trey Bien. Trey Ben. Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article's about my case! Can you tell me anything about the guy who's pretending to be me? Yes, sir! It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Me? Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Ugh. Hey, Maggie. Was my evil double I am here too? No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. Oh, would've been so cool. So you get really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you clear to this crime, you said. Okay, I get the picture, but you've met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize the guy wasn't the real me? I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little? Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady, and your voice was a bit... The guy's nothing like me then. But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Interesting. So, how come you dress like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was a time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Sorry, I don't know what happened to my voice there. Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. Mr. Armstrong, huh? This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month. And it happened at Trebienne. Trebienne? Yes, it's a restaurant where a good service and friendly smile are always included. Oh. There were 2 men at the table, both drinking coffee. And then... Okay, so this imposter is the killer. One of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just 1 sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all, I've never seen the guy before. Oh. So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right? Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele. So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come? You tell me, Mr. Wright. Because the answer to my question is my phony. Anyways, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. Guilty verdict. So if you saw the murderer, why were you still convinced? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man. The one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know. Nobody, not one person would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense! My granny could have done a better job. Look, that wasn't me, okay? And then... they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? Poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. And no one else saw this other guy? No, sir. That's what everyone said, but I don't see how they could have missed him. Okay, tell me about the other guy. I was the one who took the coffee to the 2 men. Oh? And what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get to look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. So it was a band CD. Maybe a promo disc? Maybe it was MC Screwdriver. Get serious, my... Is that supposed to be like a joke about MC Hammer? Would you buy the CD of a group named that? What's the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC... what about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man. Well built like the victim, really. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial? Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. So, we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright? Do you think we'll win next time? Sir? My life has been a full course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive, because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day, I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. Zinniop is really gonna pay for this. I don't know if I want to name the title of this episode Imposter or Jin Eop. But what are you staring at me like that for? But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out. We'll find him. Don't you worry. We'll get Jin Eop for you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Trebien is. Oh, right. The restaurant where the murder took place. Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. Alright, Nick, let's go check out this restaurant and its food. Yeah, we'll do that next time. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, it's only been 20 minutes? Ooh, never mind. We will continue on. I thought it was longer than that. Alright, let's move on to... I'm guessing Gumshoe's still not here yet? Nope. Alright, to Trebien we go. This place is very pink. Is that Mr. Armstrong? Wow, look at this place. Look, more like smell. What is it with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? And again, girls like that kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here? Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant. It's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want. Yeah, I suppose we can. Or suppose we can. Door. It's the restaurant's front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or closed. Must be one or the other, but I don't know which since I don't know jack about French. It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then. Huh? There's something stuffed in behind the rack. Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this! Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages. Oh, MC Bomber. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000? Maybe? I wonder what an MC Bomber is supposed to be. Oh, this paper. It's from December 3rd. This paper is from the day of the poisoning. What? I mean, what else do you think MC Bomber is supposed to be? A paper from the day of the murder. This has got to be a clue. I should see if I can find out more about this paper. Why was it in this rack? You'll find that sports paper behind the magazine rack. I guess someone threw it there to try and hide it? Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all these personally. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and... oh look, fine bone china cups? I never knew you were so cultured. Come on, Maya, this is a common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. I suppose. Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money. You know, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way. This is part of the cash register. Slide. It's supposed to be the table where the murder occurred. Why is it still... I guess so, with all this police tape wrapped around it, but it's been a month since then. And that stain must be the poisoned coffee. Don't go look at the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know. Then why could I picture you doing just that? No, seriously, if it's been this long, why is this... Was the restaurant closed down? Did they go out of business because there was a murder here and no one wanted to eat here? Wow, it's beautiful winter wonderland out there. Really? Cool, I love snow. Let me see. Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing. Ha, got ya. I was only kidding, Maya. Nick! There are lies that are okay to tell and lies that definitely aren't. All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. What's this about? This restaurant has partitions that separate the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. Okay, I was gonna say that means if Maggie was sitting here, then she couldn't have seen. But we don't know where Maggie was sitting. And come to think of it, Maggie couldn't have been sitting here. Because she saw the killer, right? So she must have been sitting on the left of this table. Or I guess right, depending on which side you're sitting. This table's set nicely, it just needs a customer. What do you think this flower is, Nick? Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip, and it's not a sunflower, I don't think. Duh, even I could have told you that. Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Heck, now that I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. Is that everything? Well, heck, I guess nobody's here. I guess we need to go to the... I guess I can show you the MC Bomber thing as well, but let's see if Gumshoe's in the building. Nope. Alright, Maggie, what's this? Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. Did Guts and Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggie, that paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. And Gutson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh no. I found this paper in the magazine rack at Tribune. Really? That's strange. Tribune doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of the customers left it behind? Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is this scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir! MC Bomber! That was the name of that was written on the CD. Just as I thought. I guess it wasn't MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So that 100,000 must be down payment for a record deal, right? If someone give me 100,000, I'd sing for sure. The Master of Crane, or the Spirit Song, or even Maya's theme. Okay, Maya. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may belong to the victim. You're right. So the victim left us behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick? Possibly. But, we'll step it up next time. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, click or subscribe button down below. Don't forget to check out my channel, and if you're streaming live on Twitch or something to stream live, you can check out that link down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch all of you in the next one. So, take care.